Hello, my people. Welcome back to Critics News. Very quickly, information has come up from the side of the Nigerian army over what happened at Ehime Mbano. You heard the heavy clashes that took place days back between the unknown gunmen and the Nigerian military. So after the unknown gunmen released their own videos and figures, the Nigerian military has come up with theirs, which they say that several of the gunmen, which they claimed are ESM fighters, say they were neutralized in that very gun battle that went on in Imo State. No be small thing, no, you all heard how the big was happening there. Now, as it is now, I don't know if relative peace have returned to that very community, because as at the time when we got the initial report that we brought to your doorstep, everybody in that very community of Ehime Mbano had fled because of the heavy shooting and the reprisal attack from the Nigerian military. Because after the gunmen who confronted them at a local government area where they have made their camps, escaped, the Nigerian army mobilized themselves again in large numbers and quantity, and invaded the village and were shooting at almost everything that moves. This is very, very disheartening, and they burnt many okadas which we could see, and we saw them when they were burning, and other things too that were destroyed. I don't know if the people who fled had returned to their communities. If you know you live there, or you have somebody who knows the place, or you have any connection to that place, please let us know what is going on in that particular location as it is now. Let's go into details. Before we do that, let us take you on a walk on what the Nigerian government wants to do concerning this fuel and refinery issue in Nigeria. We'll come back to take the details of this.
The Nigerian government has approved a proposal by South Korean investors to build 4 new refineries in the West African nation. Nigeria says each of the 4 refineries, which will be built in different parts of the country, will have a capacity of processing up to 100,000 barrels of crude per day. Nigeria's Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Heineken Lokpobri, said on Tuesday, October 8th, that the South Korean group of investors has since been invited to lay the groundwork for construction. Lokpobri said the new refineries will be built under a public-private partnership agreement. The government did not reveal more information about the foreign investors or financial details of the agreement. According to Lokpobri, more refineries would ensure energy and fuel security in Nigeria. The Minister of State added that the government introduced import tax exemption on refinery equipment to make Nigeria self-sufficient for petroleum producers and become Africa's petroleum refining hub. On Wednesday, October 9th, fuel prices in the country reached historic high after the state oil company NNPC set the price of a liter of petrol in the capital Abuja at 1,030 naira or 65 cent dollars, up from 897 naira or 55 cent dollars. In commercial city Lagos, 1 liter of petrol now retails at 62 cent dollars. Nigeria has averaged more than 1.3 million barrels of crude oil per day in recent months. A barrel is equivalent to 159 liters of oil. The Nigerian government owns 4 refineries with a combined processing capacity of 445,000 barrels of crude per day. However, the refineries have faced glitches for a while now. 2 of the refineries are located in the southern state of rivers, while the other two are in Delta and the northern state of Kaduna. In August last year, the government announced that repairs would be done on all the 4 refineries ahead of their reopening by the end of 2024. Nigeria hopes to beat the clock on its refinery reopening deadline. The West African nation is also home to Africa's largest refinery, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, which can process up to 650,000 barrels of crude per day. It is largely owned by billionaire Aliko Dangote, with the Nigerian government having a 7.2% stake in it. There are at least 4 other smaller refineries in Nigeria. Until now, the West African nation largely imports refined petroleum from Europe and Asia, despite being a major oil producer in Africa. Most of the country's extracted oil is exported for processing. While opening his $20 billion refinery earlier this year, Dangote said he was confident the facility will refine enough crude oil for the domestic and regional markets.
All right, so now they say there's no hope in Nigeria. So now South Korea now, I want to come build 4 refineries for us in Nigeria. The ones we have already, the people who can maintain it, the people who can revive them, all of them now don't die to come off for Nigeria. They chiga Nigeria one man. Nigeria may claim several ESM fighters killed in Imo communities during gun battle with troops. So let's see what they have here. The Nigerian army has denied report that its troops deployed to Ehime Mbano local government secretariat were attacked and several soldiers and civilians were killed. The military, in a statement issued on Thursday by the acting deputy director, 82 Division, Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel J.E. Unu Akalu, said that against the report making the rounds, several Eastern Security Network ESM fighters and the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB members were killed during gun battles with the troops. Describing the report as baseless fabrications, Unuakalu said the report is a product of the imagination of the terrorist IPOB/ESN element and their sympathizers who aim to undermine the confidence of the people of Imo State and by extension the entire Southeast region. He said that on the 3rd October 2023, Ehime Mbano local government headquarters was set ablaze and destroyed by a criminal element the military identified as IPOB/ESN. Unuakalu said a similar mindless attempt was made at the Ehime Mbano local government secretariat in the late hours of October 8, 2024. However, the swift and gallant response of the troops thwarted the criminals' effort to breach the local government area secretariat. The criminal element, who arrived in large numbers and fired sporadically from a distance, were forced to retreat quickly in the face of the overwhelming firepower of the vigilant troops. During a follow-up operation conducted in the early hours of 9th October 2024, it was confirmed that the dissident had suffered heavy casualties, as evidenced by bloodstains on the Ehime Mbano Oriagu Road. So in this case now, they never even see anybody. They say as they see blood for road, which means that they go when they exchange with them, the bullet, they touch the people who come their attack. Okay. The public is urged to disregard the false information spread by the online publication. The Nigerian Army remains committed to protecting citizens and critical government infrastructure in Imo State, and we continue to deal decisively with any criminal element attempting to subvert the government. It is disheartening to witness the cowardly actions of these dissidents who burned down public buildings funded by taxpayers. Clearly, IPOB is not acting in the interest of the people, but for selfish purposes. The 82 Division headquarters encourages all residents of Imo State and the Southeast region to continue providing security agencies with valuable information to help eliminate these criminal elements. Residents are urged to call the toll-free line 193 and select option 2 to report suspicious activities. We reassure the good people of the Southeast that they can continue and directly do their daily activities without fear or intimidation from any group. Rest assured, the Nigerian army will remain vigilant in its duty to protect the nation and its citizens. Now, within Nigerian army, they tell us now, say nothing happened to them, or say na ESN now, na ain't die. Some say no non-government, na ain't go the attack. But the Nigerian army is accusing the Eastern Security Network of being behind that very attack that happened at the local government area secretariat. Of course, we saw the video where these men were talking. I did not hear anybody say that, oh, we are ESN and we are here to do this. I did not hear any particular group, which is the reason why some people said that it's unknown government activities, because nobody knows who they are. They did not claim to belong to any particular group. You see, so, but then now, army does not even have the record to say, oh, these are the people that we kpai during that very attack. The unknown government are the ones who said that a lot of military personnel fell when they invaded that very camp. But army is telling us a different thing. So I don't even understand what is going on in this country. And the government of Borno State have confirmed that the people that that is Boko Haram repentant terrorists, you know, they brought back to the community and equipped them with guns and bullets and machine guns. They say that they have escaped now back to base with Nigerian weapons and motorbikes. That is what we are seeing now as I speak to you. Look at them here, Boko Haram. This is the country. Go and see what Israel is doing to Hamas and Hezbollah. But in Nigeria, we want to bring people out and put them terrorists. We are not talking about armed robbers. We're talking about terrorists. Heartless people. That's the people they are bringing out and telling us, oh, live with them. We have de-radicalized them. Go and stay with them. They should find a space for them in Aso Rock. Lodge them there. Let them be staying there. That's where they have a place to stay. Maybe they see Tinubu, they greet them. They find people where they bow to them. Maybe they bow to them there. You hear this, man. I beg you, in case you want to send money, go Nigeria, do. I make you not forget to use this very app where they record tap send. Now, get pata for app where we say if you use and send money, now say where you don't go waste time at all. It will not damage your money at all in any way. And the good thing is that if you use my promo code will be Critics News, you are going to get £5 extra for those people waiting for UK, €5 extra for those people waiting for the European Union areas. What about dollars? It is $10 for those people waiting for United States of America and Canada. That is a bonus on top of the money that you are sending already, and your first transaction is completely free. Please don't miss out on this very opportunity. You can try it out and then thank me later. I promise that it is not it's not going to fail you. It's confirmed.